Hello guys, welcome back to my channel today. I'm going to share you the best build for this massive Bloom Revival Lauma. So Lauma is a Dendro character that can trigger a new reaction called Lunar-Bloom. Her damage is a damage per screenshot type, and she can also buff your party member Bloom damaged. Okay, without further ado, let's jump to the explanation. Lauma's basic attack doesn't provide us much damage. We'd probably just use her basic attack as driver, or the one that applied Dendro Aura to the enemy. Then her charge attack will transform you to a centaur-like creature that can move swiftly. As this creature, Lauma will consume stamina and you're also able to do double jump. After she transformed back as a human being, there is 4-second cooldown for this transformation. But you can speed up the cooldown to 3.2 seconds if your Lauma has at least 800 elemental mastery. There is also this one passive where when you get near to a certain animal in Nod-Krai, these animal will give some help with different effect for each animal. As everyone know that Lauma can activate this new reaction that called Lunar-Bloom. But how do we activate it? So first, obviously you need Lauma in your party. Then each time you activate a Bloom reaction, whether with Lauma or other member in your party, you can see that you have already activated the Lunar-Bloom reaction. But wait, where is the damage? So this Lunar-Bloom only generate Verdant Dew that can have up to 3 stack, that indicated here with these moon thingy sign. Then when you already have 3 stack of Verdant Dew, all you need is just hold Lauma elemental skill to unleash the Lunar-Bloom damage. Let's talk about her elemental skill. So Lauma has 2 type of elemental skill. By tap once and hold. If you tap her skill, she will only give normal Dendro damage to your enemy. You can also hold it, but only if you have at least 1 Verdant Dew. And it will deal a massive damage, which is a Lunar-Bloom damage. For each Verdant Dew that Lauma consumed, will gain her 1 stack of Moon and Song, maximum 3. I will explain this Moon and Song in Elemental Burst section. This Lunar-Bloom damage will also consume Pale Hymn, that you can gain from Elemental Burst, which will be explained further later in Elemental Burst section. This elemental skill also summons Frostgrove Sanctuary. This Frostgrove Sanctuary will hit Dendro damage every 2 seconds for 15 seconds. Lauma cooldown for her elemental skill is 12 seconds, which means it is guaranteed that Frostgrove Sanctuary is 100% uptime. Here we are entering Lauma Elemental Burst explanation right now. Her Elemental Burst can increase Lunar-Bloom and any other Bloom damage. And each time you activate the burst, you will gain stack of 18 Pale Hymn. Additionally, you can gain more Pale Hymn from every Moon and Song that you gained earlier. Each Moon and Song consumed, you can gain 6 stack of Pale Hymn. So maximum Pale Hymn that you can get by her Elemental Burst is 36. This Pale Hymn will increase your Bloom damage by using Elemental Mastery that Lauma has. So basically, the number of Bloom that will be increased is up to 36. When you hit enemy with normal Bloom or Burgeon, Pale Hymn will be consumed by each enemy that you hit. For example, if you hit 3 enemy with 1 Bloom, 3 of your Pale Hymn will be consumed, and with only 12 Bloom, all 36 Pale Hymn will be consumed. Now, we are onto the artifact. So 3 great artifact for Lauma. The best in slot 1 is Silken Moon's Serenade, but there is a catch with this artifact. So it will Elemental Mastery to all your party member and increase your every lunar damage. But to maximize this artifact effect, you need to have Moon Sign level 2, Ascendant Gleam, which means you need at least 2 Nod-Krai character in your party. But for now, it will be difficult to put 2 Nod-Krai character in your party, since then we also provide you other 2 artifacts that also works amazingly for Lauma. Deepwood Memories and Gilded Dreams will be the best artifact for Lauma for now. Since Deepwood Memories effect cannot be stack, if you already have other Dendro character in your party that use this artifact, you can give Gilded Dreams instead for Lauma, so at least in this Bloom party, you need at least 1 holder of this artifact. Then for her stats, you need to give her at least 800 Elemental Mastery and 200% the energy recharge. If you have 2 Dendro in your team or a Favonius holder, you can give her 150 to 180% energy recharge. So basically, for her artifact main stats, you want to give her Elemental Mastery of Energy Recharge Sands. It depends of what your Lauma needs more. Elemental Mastery Goblet, and last but not least, Elemental Mastery or Crit Rate Circlet. If your Lauma has enough Elemental Mastery, give her Crit Rate Circlet. Next for her weapon, obviously her signature is best on slot for her, but if you want more F2P friendly weapon, just smack her this new free 4-star weapon from event. This massive 200 Elemental Mastery bonus and energy recharge from this weapon stat will make your Lauma easier to build. Well, some 5-star might be good for her, but just not the best option. Next, last but not least, we go into her party. For now, there are 2 best party for Lauma. The first one is with Nilou, so Nilou can trigger Super Bloom. And on the other side, Lauma can increase Nilou's Super Bloom, while give a lot damage to the opponent with her Lunar-Bloom. But there is a downside in this party. You can only use Dendro and Hydro character due to this Nilou passive. So other than Lauma and Nilou, you need 1 more Hydro character and 1 more Dendro character, which one of them is a healer. You can use Kokomi, Yo-Yao, Baiju, or even Barbara for the healer. Beside Nilou's Super Bloom, you can only use her on Hyper Bloom Team Comp. So you need 1 Electro character, which will trigger Hyper Bloom. And you want to build this character full EM to maximize the Hyper Bloom damage. I recommend Kuki Shinobu here since she can also heal your on-field character. You also need 1 more Hydro as the one that create the Bloom. And for last slot is free, you can use more Dendro character. If your Lauma is using Gilded Dreams, you can put 1 Deepwood Memories user here. Well, that concludes the Lauma build. Is Lauma a must-pull character? Well, she will be an excellent character for you if you like to experiment with new mechanics and increase your damage. Since we are in Nod-Krai, I can assure you that she will play a significant role for at least a year to come. However, you should pull the character because you like them, not because they are meta or anything else, because doing so would make you happier. So, I think that is all. Thanks to watch the video till the end. See you guys in the next video, and kill as you like.